graduate with a degree in engineering product development with a specialization in electrical engineering design. During his time in EPD, he took a number of courses that were not in that specialization, but crossed mechanical engineering and projects across multiple disciplines, representing very much our uniqueness here at SUTD. This focus, this multidisciplinary nature, his Haas background and other things, enabled Sherwin to diversify his knowledge outside his specialization and equipped him with the required skills, mindset, and attitude for the working world and to change the world. In his free time, which I'm sure there was precious little, Sherwin enjoyed hands-on projects which involved building electric vehicles. He has even developed an electric pocket bike which has the acceleration capability of up to 50 kilometers per hour. One of his professors, I'm sure either sitting behind you or in front of you, exposed Sherwin to the fascinating field of additive manufacturing and 3D printing, particularly related to how would we create the next generation of antennas. Sherwin is motivated by this area for the low-cost nature and the wide design variety that he can encounter, especially compared to traditional ways to manufacture antennas. As he continues looking at this area of 3D printing of antennas, he'll look for robust commercial use, whether that be for small radars or the future of large satellites. As such, Sherwin aspires to a career in R&D in Singapore upon his graduation. Being in this field will allow him to fully utilize what he has learned at SUTD, his passion beyond SUTD, and as a technically grounded leader and innovator for the future of Singapore. Please welcome Sherwin.
Good morning, SUTD Chancellor, President Tony Tan Keng Yang, Chairman of SUTD's Board of Trustees, Mr. Lee Tze Yang, members of the SUTD Board of Trustees, SUTD President, Professor Thomas McNanty, SUTD Provost, Professor Chong Tao Chong, distinguished guests, professors, staff, and fellow graduates. My name is Sherwin Lau, and I'm deeply honored to represent the class of 2016 for the Engineering Product Development and Engineering Systems and Design pillars as the valedictorian. Congratulations to our MIT SUTD Dual Masters graduates as well. We finally made it. We are the second batch of SUTD graduates. This is a really proud moment, not just for us, but more so for those who have helped us along the way. Our parents, mentors, professors, staff, and peers of SUTD. Without their support, I am sure that this journey would have been impossible for many of us. I would like to thank my family for putting up with the constant mess of tools and wires I leave on the dining table, my professors for their constant care and support, especially Dr. Teo Ti Hui for his utmost dedication to all his students, for even being available at 10 p.m., helping my group troubleshoot all the errors of our poorly drawn ring oscillator. Most importantly, I want to thank my friends for always bringing joy and laughter even when times are tough, for all your constant support and friendship. The friends we've made here are really the people who have helped us survive life in SUTD. These 3.5 years have definitely not been easy, right? All the problem sets, assignments, the 1D, 2D, 3D design projects, 377, and the never-ending humanities, arts, and social sciences essays, where many of us write all 3,000 words at the last juncture, finishing it exactly 1 minute before the submission deadline. We should be writers instead of engineers. But if there's anything to be taken away from the Haas lessons in freshwater, is that just like Tripitaka's pilgrimage from Journey to the West, it is not the destination, but the journey that matters. When we leave school, we will not remember Maxwell's equations, delay. But the lovely memories we made here during our journey in SUTD, the friendships forged, especially while sharing a small flat with 8 other people at the slum in Dover. At least in my apartment. The secret movie nights in our Dover classrooms back when the security guards were so relaxed and friendly. All the nights we never slept, and definitely, who can forget our favorite group project, Capstone. Even before graduation, there are already so many achievements made by our batch. Just to name a few, the Freedom of Mobility team that won competitions with their design to create the perfect mobility device. And the prominent startup Sous Chef, which is a robotics and automation solution provider for the F&B industry. SUTD's very own Multi-Rotor Society won 3rd place in the 2015 Autonomous Aerial Vehicle competition held in Bangkok, while facing strong competition from many other ASEAN universities. I can't wait to see what more we can do in future. When we graduate, I am sure many of us already have plans. Some of us are going to work, and some of us will be starting graduate school. So before we eagerly rush towards the next phase of our lives, let's pause to ask ourselves, why are we here today? What is our real motivation? I believe that no matter what, we have to love what we do. I have a passion for building things. So when it comes to anything related to building a prototype, I constantly find myself being able to pull late nights, sometimes not even sleeping for 2 days. I can still remember challenging Yadu to a go-kart drift challenge at 4 AM in Fab Lab 2, using the workbenches and heavy equipment as obstacles right after we fixed the go-kart we built during the Global Leadership Program. Vincent, if you are here, I'm really sorry. At least now you know who left the tire marks in your lap. So yes, today I challenge you to have the courage to follow your dreams, to listen to your heart. We all took a leap of faith joining this entirely new school and see where our pioneering spirit has brought us today. Remember, education does not stop here. We will face new challenges, new difficulties along the journey ahead. Failure is inevitable, but we just have to keep going strong. I'm sure during our course here in SUTD, many of us would have felt like giving up at some point in time, especially when we put in weeks' worth of effort into our projects, only for our instructor to dismiss the entire project saying, perhaps you should try a different approach. Such episodes are just one of the lessons that have taught us tenacity and has better prepared us for what's ahead. We are the output of SUTD's mission to nurture technically grounded leaders and innovators. The road ahead as leaders of tomorrow will definitely not be an easy one. Doors might close on us, and we might even doubt ourselves. But when that happens, remember that no one really pays attention to your failure as much as you do. Pick yourself up and try again. I have here my primary school report book. When I was in primary 2, my conduct was fair, with a class position of 36 out of 39. My form teacher remarked, Sherwin is inattentive and mischievous in class, and he needs constant supervision in his work. That's not even the worst part. Before I handed this report slip to my dad for his signature, I actually had the cheek to ask him, Papa, what does mischievous mean? Then he asked me, where did you see that word from? So I handed him my report book. You guys should have seen the look on his face. Trust me when I say no failure is too huge to overcome. So fellow graduates, do not wait for someone else to make a difference. Go out there, open your minds, challenge yourself, make something amazing that no one has done before. Even as you find success in life, turn back to help the others around you. I hope you remember that the responsibility is now in your hands, to use your life to change the world and create a better world by design. I really can't wait to see the things we will achieve. Thank you.